Oh boy, and we're live, I hope. Please, for the love of God, stream. Work this time. So, the last time I tried to stream this, it didn't work. We're gonna try again, and hope it works. And oh my god, 6 minutes of Chris telling us that he's done using the internet. Okay. Let's just start.
March 21st, 2000.
Why yes, the fat cat, we are back. We're back in business. And I really hope the stream works this time. It seems the streaming software is not working. Because the college internet's perfect. YouTube seems to not be doing anything, so I don't know if we're good now, but we're gonna hope we are.
Because of what this one guy did. He created that page, I know that. He tried to intrude my life.
How late am I? You're about 54 seconds late, which is as late as you can possibly be. That's disgusting.
He will be tortured bad. But aside from that, I have let the
hello everybody, coming into the streams.
Because of my
I hope everybody's having a good time. I really hope the stream works this time.
Stories having been leaked on the internet.
If not, I may have to reinstall my recording program or streaming program.
I have shared my stories and arts of my electric hedgehog Pokemon. I have established my
watching the Michigan beat Rutgers. Oh, watching Michigan beat Rutgers 64-0. Oh, you're from Michigan? My cousin's from Michigan. We're.
So much.
Oh, you probably don't want to tell me where you're from, because that's like confidential shit. But I have family who lives in Dearborn, so.
But you'll have to wait until the comic book pages hit the store.
There's my roommate singing about the Celtics. He's a real sporty boy. I'm not much of a sporty boy.
Already won because I have learned so
Michigan's
much.
Just the best state.
I am famous worldwide. And
you'd think his grasp of YouTube would have strengthened. Yeah, you'd think Chris would learn over time how YouTube works, but even today he still treats YouTube basically the way Chris treats YouTube. Also, Dane's in the stream, which makes this the best stream. The way he treats it is that he'll make a video, and then, like, just, like, expect it to reach someone. Do you feel any better? You know, I'm hungry as fuck. Dude, my midterms just ended. I don't actually have any work to do. So that's a nice thing. Normally I would, but not today.
Even though I ignore your phone calls, that's one thing.
It's Dane, here to be a Danish boy. Oh, the Sombra leak for Overwatch. Sombra looks like hot trash. I don't like her design at all. I really don't. She has an Uzi. I like that she has an Uzi. I think that's kind of cool, but like, I really don't like the way she looks at all. It's real bad. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. None of my friends seem to like it, so I don't know.
Going out, finding people to talk to, and talking to them face to face is all.
Oh, don't worry. You don't have to lecture me on the politics of Michigan. I really understand how it works. My first time visiting Michigan, I saw a bunch of black people and a bunch of Muslim people beat each other up in front of a Catholic church. It was so funny.
At your shopping mall, at the salon.
Sombra better have the best legendary. I really hope that she has good legendaries so I don't have to look like that, honestly. Her hair is hot duty. I agree. Oh my god. Can we just stop this Christian stream and just have a stream discussing the Overwatch leaks? Because holy shit, it's horrible. Alright, this is important, so we're gonna back it up. This is Chris telling trolls what to do because he thinks that he knows. It's really amusing. Sombra better have good skins and they better include a helmet. Dude, I totally agree. I totally agree. She better be fun. She's a support. At least she's gonna be a support. I remember a while ago Blizzard said they're gonna add 2 supports and a tank. Like, she better be a good support. I think some people were saying that she's doing stuff relating to like weapon buffs, which is neat. Chris,
See you later.
of all people, telling people to go outside.
For me and my son, Rose, Chew, and everybody. Because we will be back. And we
Dearborn
don't
is such an interesting place.
Online websites.
I want her to be attack. I want Sombra to be attack, but
because we have
I really don't want her to be support, but she might be support.
My ownership of everything therein.
I really wanted to be like an attack rogue, but I guess they're not going to do that. She might drop tonight. No, I don't think she's dropping tonight. No, I know what you mean, Dane, because like they said stuff.
Even locally.
Yeah, it says hack her way into the builds tonight, but it was leaked tonight, but that doesn't mean that like that is going to happen tonight, you know what I mean? That was a leak, that wasn't an official thing. She'll probably leak tonight on the night when that's officially posted, you know? Dearborn does have really good chicken shawarma, oh my god.
You don't need to stay cooped up inside. You just need to go outside.
Alright, I gotta keep talking about Chris. If I keep talking about Overwatch, I'm just gonna rename this stream Let's Talk About Overwatch, for fuck's sake. I might as well.
Virginia. First name Christopher,
Nerf Genji, please, no.
Original creator of the Electric Hedgehog.
He's actually pretty okay on PC, he's not the worst thing ever.
And the city of Quickville, Virginia. I bid y'all stay safe and good day.
Okay. Let's talk about what Chris did. In that video, Chris talked about how he was going off of the internet. I don't remember if this is... He says he's going off the internet a lot. I don't remember if this is the exact time when he did this, but we can talk about it. In one of the times, which I think is this time, Chris said that he was getting off the internet. He was not going to come back. He actually did come back after about 2 weeks so that he could complain about the Cleveland show, which I think is what this video is here. And he doesn't actually stop using it. What he means by not using the internet, he means not making any YouTube videos, which is not at all the same thing. He still uses the PlayStation Network, he still uses eBay, Amazon, all that garbage, but he doesn't actually leave the internet. He still has an internet presence. Whenever he says he's gonna leave, he always is still here, sort of. He doesn't go away. The only time he went away is when his dad died. It's not that he went away, he just had a really small presence, and didn't come back until he started making a lot of the Tom Girl videos that we see today. So, am I right? Is this a Cleveland show video? It is, yeah. Yeah, Chris can't really live without the internet because the internet is what, like, is his life.
22nd.
It's a little sad. Also, his haircut.
Anyway, just been bad.
He's got like the 1970s dad haircut. I love it.
What happened recently. And also, you know, another thought. You know, I just feel like sharing. Yeah, on the Cleveland show, you know.
Ah, there he goes. Yep. Cleveland show garbage.
I don't give a damn about this Reagan Gomez. What's her name? Her voice.
Hey Tony, how far are we? Do you mean into the stream? If you mean into the stream, we're about 9 minutes in. If you mean into the Christian's stuff, we're about... Let's take a looky-loo here. 278 videos in. Chris is so fucking ugly. Chris is not a very attractive man. I'm gonna look at that with like a serious look. I'm not gonna complain about Chris saying he's ugly just to like be mean. If you take a look at Chris, he's not a very attractive man, first of all, but there's definitely things he could do to make himself more attractive. Not wearing these shirts is one, showering regularly is another, doing something with his hair, not having his mom cut it. He actually looked kind of normal when he had that goatee and like other clothes. It's funny, his disguise to look normal looks normal compared to this. Retarded features. He does. He does. He does, Dane, you're right. But there's definitely things he could do to make him himself look more normal. He does have a Neanderthal brow. He looks like a Neanderthal. It's very unfortunate. Like, if he just tried a little bit, he could probably look normal. The thing about his shirts is that they make him look more unattractive. They make him look more overweight. These are not slimming shirts on him. Especially the one that's just, like, bright yellow. He looks like a big lemon. It's horrible.
Quote-unquote books anywhere on the internet. because I have not
You're not much of a
approved
looker
of any
either,
such
Tony.
books. And I'm not getting and I'm not seeing a penny out of that.
That's still fuck you though.
So
Oh
if there's
my
anything
goodness.
that I'm not seeing a penny out of,
Thanks? Question mark.
books or DVDs, yeah, do not buy. Otherwise, with like, you know, dolls, toys.
Also, he
backpacks,
always
what-
looks like he's
that
trying to
that
squeeze
sort
out a
of small
poop.
thing,
Here's the thing
then that's
about that,
fine.
Dane.
That's
He
okay.
is,
I'll
because
prove that.
as is common knowledge, Dane,
Anyway, everybody
he
else?
is... Chris is usually pooping in most of his videos. He is in fact incontinent. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's pause this one because we need some backstory. Wikipedia. We need some backstory on this one. This is a very special video. The game and hobby place. Okay. This is the game place. It was an establishment that Chris frequented a lot before he became a huge thing on the internet. It's basically a game and hobby shop. It sells cards and stuff, and they held a lot of Pokemon-related events and other gaming events here. Now, Chris went to this establishment pretty much every weekend. This is the first video of Chris that we saw online. Leaked from 2 people who went to the store regularly when he was there. Chris was kicked out of the store because he was a piece of shit to everybody there. He yelled at black children. He did fucking yelled at anybody. Was racist, sexist. It was horrible there. He was kicked out. He was kicked out by a guy named Michael Snyder, who was, I think, a manager there, and then eventually the owner of the store. He bought the store out. And he was the one who kicked Chris out. He was looking for an excuse to kick Chris out for a long time. This is important. And this is a video of Chris hiding a microphone recording device on himself, and then going to the place and recording the manager. That happened. That's what happened with that. Also, I have heard from somebody on my campus what happened with the internet here. So for those of you who don't know, let me hit you up with a quick story before we start here. The internet got shitty and was just fixed. It was actually the internet on my end, but for some reason it still let me play Overwatch. Anyway, the internet was really shoddy because one of the routers went down. If you guys are wondering why one of the routers went down, it's because there's an older woman in a dorm near mine, and she ripped the router, like she ripped it up and like threw it out because she said it looked ugly and she didn't understand that it was an internet router. She's an old lady who's like scared of technology, I guess. She barely knows how to use a toaster according to other people, and I was just told that she threw a router in the trash. So that's what happened there. Let's listen to Chris. And they put it back, and they didn't even penalize her because they were just like, you're obviously kind of dumb. So that's what happened there. So the internet was still here, just not powerful enough to, like, you know, do anything. Well, people are hilarious. I mean, kinda.
To try to get myself unbanned and get forgiveness for the mistake I had made almost a year ago when I was banned from the store in June of 2008.
This one has no video. I should probably put some video over this.
My name is Michael Snyder. Possibly a Jew controlling the last name. Nothing bad against the Jews, but I'm just throwing it out there.
Nothing bad against the Jews,
So
but, you
there I
know,
go.
fuck them. That's what Chris says. I'm pretty sure Snyder is a German last name, too, not Jewish. I read it was German. I'm not sure exactly. Anybody who knows about that? Amplify the sound? Do you mean make the video louder? Because I can certainly do that if you like. Chris isn't really doing anything, he's just fiddling around. Just throwing it out there. Fuck the exactly, right? It's German indeed, yeah, I got it.
Hello, I'm here.
Stock footage. I don't know, like, there's not much I can put on the screen that's, like, acceptable. This is Chris talking to an employee, telling them that he has an appointment with Michael Snyder. He's actually lying, of course. Oh, here's some more backstory on this particular video. Chris showed up... Oh, no, wait, no. This is actually Michael talking on the phone. Chris is standing in the doorway. He has a script. Chris has a script for this one. Put up Sombra. Put up an image of Sombra. Oh, there we go.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Sombra. Where's it? We need an image. You guys like her?
Okay.
This is such a good design for the new Overwatch hero, am I right? It totally looks exactly like what everybody wanted Sombra to look like. You know, she looks exactly like the cloak-wearing stealth boy that we all wanted. Isn't it good? Such a good time. So Chris is just standing in the doorway while Micah Snyder is on a business call, and Chris is standing there with a script that he's reading. What's an Overwatch? It's a fantastic shooter. Where's the skull at, right? Like she doesn't look like a sugar skull, which is what people wanted Sombra to look like. Everybody wanted her to have a mask. Like everybody wanted her to, like, nobody would ever know what her face looks like.
Okay. Alright. Sounds good.
Stealthy as fuck. She looks really dull. She looks like
Hello, Michael.
she looks like an OC. Sombra looks like a
well.
straight up OC.
For the past almost 2 years.
Let's listen to Chris. It's really important.
Yeah,
Let's turn this up.
It's been almost 2 years since what happened June 2008. But I came back hoping that we could put that behind us. And come on, I mean, it has been almost 2 years, and it's just been on my mind.
Listen to
for so
Michael
long.
respond.
Just, you know,
No. He just says no. It's fantastic.
Can't we just forgive and forget? Come on, to have this weight on my back. No. And I have really missed coming here. No.
Nope.
I need to leave.
You need to leave.
Person. You need to leave.
You need to leave.
Come on, dude. No.
This is the perfect way to deal with
How can
Chris.
you be so heartless? I mean, you're obviously not as mean as one of those trolls I've been dealing with.
This is a thing that Chris says in public. Let's listen to that again.
Dude, I'm a better person. You need to leave.
Listen to that. Hold on, it's coming.
Come on, dude.
Nope.
You need to leave now. How can you be so heartless? I mean, you're obviously not as mean as one of those trolls I've been dealing with.
You're obviously not as mean as one of those trolls I'm dealing with. That's a thing he said in public. That makes sense if you're on the internet and you're like, you know, everybody knows about you, Chris. Like if you're talking to one of your people on the internet in the chat, but like, that's like if I went in real life and I went in to like return something without a receipt, and like they were like, no, you need a receipt, and I was just like, come on, you're not like one of those dumpster goblins I've been dealing with on the morrow. Like you just don't say stuff like this because it doesn't make sense to like a normal person. This really shows Chris's disconnect from reality. It's a really, really good example of his disconnect from reality and how he doesn't understand that the things that he deals with are 90% fabricated. It's honestly sad. Like, it's such a little thing that he says here, but it's really sad.
I mean, obviously,
The dumpster goblins, ooh.
Aside from the weird shit, I just would like to know what.
Sneakiest of goblins.
Come on,
Ooh.
give me a break.
Got dumpster goblins? I mean, yeah.
Alright, fine, I'll leave.
Listen to what Chris says as he's leaving.
Forgive you for being so heartless and cruel, Michael Snyder. Jew.
He just shouts Jew as he leaves. And then the ding is hilarious. Fucking got him. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Not this video. Why is this video here? Didn't we already watch this one? I guess not. Okay, two things. Number one, this looks like a Tumblr OC. It's bad. Everybody wanted Sombra to have no face. Like, they wanted all of her skins to have a mask, so we still, even with her released, we wouldn't know what she looked like. That's what most people wanted, okay? That's what a lot of people wanted. Just throwing that out there. Also, as Dane said, Dane wanted an Omnic. I also wanted an Omnic, except I don't know, I didn't want like an Omnic robot. I wanted a cyborg, you know? I wanted a Genji. I wanted not a Genji like as a robot. I wanted a person who wasn't a person. I wanted a fucking cyborg because that would have been cool as shit. It would have, like, she could have had like robo fingers that like hack into shit, but no, we got this shit. This design makes me sad. I've wanted Sombra for so long, and this is what I get. It makes me sad. Also, somebody made a comment, Tony, will you ever play Paladins? I get that you're making a joke because Paladins is like the knockoff Overwatch on Steam that's for free, but to be perfectly honest with you, me and my friend downloaded Paladins. We straight up downloaded Paladins at like 2 in the morning. It was 2 in the morning that I downloaded Paladins. Paladins is made by Hi-Rez Studios, the same people who make Smite, and I love Smite. But here's one thing I will say about Hi-Rez Studios, is that they are a studio who throw games at the wall and hope that it sticks. Okay? Basically, they will make games, release them, and then if the game does well, they'll support it. If the game doesn't do well after like 2 weeks, they drop it. That's they just, it's Hi-Rez. They just do that, okay? Now, I played Paladins at 2 in the morning, and I played for a couple hours. Not really, I didn't play for that long, but I played enough. I played enough to know that I really didn't like it. It wasn't a fun time. It wasn't a I don't want to say it's not a fun game, but I just didn't enjoy it. And if I gotta complain, like compare it to Overwatch, I don't think it's as good. Though I do think it's different enough that it could maybe stand on its own. It's just, you know, not very good. I honestly wanted to do a stream where I'm like, let's stream Overwatch, but then just start playing Paladins and act like it was Overwatch. It was, you know, it was something. Hi Tony, I am Tony. I'm also Tony. There's another Tony called Tony Mars. He comes in my streams a lot. So let's actually this particular video. I think anybody who knows about Chris knows about this particular video, the Mountain Dew Me video. Chris made this for Vanessa Hudgens. He made this for Vanessa Hudgens. For those of you who don't know, she was the girl in High School Musical. So that's what's happening there.
Exactly.
Tony, when's your next art stream? I don't know.
I'm doing this video for
You can check my schedule. Basically, I have a schedule for those of you who don't know. And I'm thinking maybe on Mondays. Might be Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays. Seems like a great time for me to do it. Just check my schedule and it'll tell you. If you're wondering when I'm going to do a video, it's just check my schedule.
Yeah, that thing.
Everyone say suck.
For even leading you to the quick key.
Was this made for Jackie? You're right, this was made for Jackie, I'm sorry. I'm way out of date. I don't think that this was not made for Vanessa Hudgens, I'm pretty sure, you're right. I don't know why I thought it was for Vanessa Hudgens. This is for Jackie, I'm sorry. Why did I think it was for Vanessa? That's so dumb of me. Where's your schedule? You can ask my robot and it will tell you what my schedule is. I will do it for you right now. If you guys, I have a robot, for those of you who don't know, just type in schedule, he will pop up, and he will tell you what my schedule is.
For a long time. And then she's kind of talked me into it a little bit.
There you go, guys. What a beautiful duang. You know, if your phone rings in a video, like, you should probably edit it out. If it's like a live stream and you're like, oh fuck, I'm sorry guys, I forgot to turn it off, like, that's okay, but like,
yeah.
Or if you're leaving it in for comedic effect, that's okay, but like, you know. Could have edited that out, but Chris doesn't edit, really.
And that was in the past. And I'm sorry, I did not mean to lie to you, I swear.
Sombra's voice better be fucking good, right? I hope her voice lines are good. I haven't heard her voice lines. I think a couple of them were leaked, actually, but they better be fucking good.
This Spanish dude I know, Joshua Martinez.
If I submit fan art right now, will it be shown later in the stream? Maybe.
It was to be Vanessa that whole time.
I don't really accept fan art submissions for my streams unless I ask for them.
That's another story for another day, though.
If you
anyway, with that,
if you post it now, I probably won't bring it up. I don't like to make exceptions for that, because if I do, then everybody expects that, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I got a few ideas, like, you know,
yeah, a lot of people are assuming that Sombra will be able to... Actually, I'm sorry. I can't talk about Sombra while Chris is talking about this. We have to listen intently. I'm not going to say a word.
Okay. Yeah, I got a few ideas, like, you know, I would definitely give you some finger play. Lots of fingers.
That's
But
good.
yeah, I could be like,
it's good. Like this.
you lick your pretty little click there.
Like that.
Tickle your pussy.
Like when he tickles your pussy like that.
Here's the
Is it
fun
good?
part. I can roll my tongue. I put it in there
Like when he puts that in there.
and extend it while it's in there.
I'm sorry, do you want to hear that one more time? You want to hear all that one more time?
Anyway, with that put aside,
Hear that again?
I'm
Tony, do you remember me? Of course I do. I remember
ways
almost
on
everybody
how
who
to
comes into my
pleasure you.
streams if they leave a comment.
Or,
I'm pretty good about remembering people.
I got a few ideas. Like, I would definitely give you some finger play.
Like that?
Lots of fingers. But yeah, I could be like,
Guys, take a bet on how many times I'm going to replay this video for you all. Hey, you like that? You like that? You want me to show it to you again? You want me to show it to you again in half speed?
I could be like,
You want me to show it to you again? Half speed? You like it?
you lick your pretty little click there.
You guys wanted to watch this in half speed, right?
Tickle your
This is what-
pussy.
You like that, right?
Tickle your pussy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Tickle your pussy.
That's what you wanted, right?
Pussy.
That's what you wanted?
Oh, and here's the fun part. I can roll my tongue. I push
You guys like that?
it in there.
Is that getting you off? Yeah?
And
You guys want to have it's a happy, fun time. Tony's going to stream Christian. It's going to be a good time. Tony's going to get all pissed off. He's going to talk about Chris. He's going to give us some lectures. No.
Can you imagine that?
No, can you imagine that? Imagine that? No, it's not a fun time. It's not a good time. You see this? This is not a good time. This is a bad time. This is what happens. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, you guys like
I
this.
got other ideas as well, but I just can't think of them right now. But hopefully that's not good enough for starters
it's good.
and to make up for that. And yeah,
This is a no fun zone.
I've been under confusion for a little while, but seriously, Ivy, I really
Everyone's
do
screaming.
want you. I want you. And I do love you, and I care about you.
I just want to eat these Lemonheads, man.
And I pray that this video does not fall into the hands of the trolls.
Is this Town of Halloween? Dude, legit, Halloween Town's a great movie, though. I'm just throwing that out there. Halloween Town is a good-ass movie.
Gosh, I gotta watch myself. And also, another thing to make up for this,
This is a no fun zone.
I'll review another thing about myself. I actually
Now
did
you all sit there. All of you sit there and you think about what you've done. You sit there and you think about these bosoms going up and down. You think about that real hard. You brought this on yourself. You decided, oh, Tony, let's encourage him. It's going to be real good. Let's all say, Tony, oh man, I love these Christian streams. You think about this, okay? You think about that. You brought this on yourself. I was like, maybe I'll do a one-off. Nobody like these Christian streams. I won't do them. Nope, this is what you do.
Also with that,
This is what you did.
man boobs.
This is what you do.
I'm telling you this in strictest confidence.
You're going to Mountain Dew Chris whether you like it or not.
But when I walk,
This is what happens.
Bounce, so I have to.
No, I'm glad everybody's... Oh, it's the good part, though.
Bounce.
I'm glad everybody's having
So
a good
I have
time.
to,
I love when people like my Christian streams. You like this? I like when people like this, you know? It's a real good time.
Keeps them from bouncing.
I appreciate all the encouragement,
Yeah,
guys. I
unfortunately,
really like that this is what allows me to spend my free time doing.
Hopefully we can move
Oh
on.
my god, why am I so
and,
cool?
resume our
Why am I sitting on a
relationship
Lemonhead?
with emotions, or otherwise restart it.
Man,
I
I
love
do
you,
love
Jackie.
Lemonheads.
Love you.
I don't really eat on stream, but
Meet upstairs.
fuck it. I'm gonna straight up eat this Lemonhead right now. I'm gonna sensually eat it in the microphone. Nobody can stop me.
To discuss autism as awareness. What is autism?
Well, I did it.
Autism is a disorder
Those of you who don't know,
of neurodevelopmental
Lemonheads are great candy, and you should fucking eat them.
Communication, and by restricted and repetitive behavior. These signs all begin before a child is 3 years old. Autism affects information processing in the
If you're gonna
brain
torture us, you can't eat
by
Lemonheads.
altering how nerve cells and their
You hold no
synapses
power
connect.
here.
I was concerned
These
about
are Christian streams, my friend.
information I printed out here from,
You hold no power here. Do you know who holds the power here?
for autism.
Chris and his
Today is estimated
boobs.
that 1 in every 110 children is diagnosed with autism, making
Okay.
it more common than childhood cancer.
Ah,
Juvenile
fuck, Lemonheads are good. Go out and buy some. They're
pediatric
fucking
AIDS
great.
combined. An estimated 1.5 million individuals in the United
I'd rather hear
States
Corrupted Gaming's
worldwide
chewing.
are affected by autism.
Buddy, you can call me Tony.
Studies suggest
It's
that
real
boys are
good.
a lot more likely than girls to
I'm not gonna be
develop
offended. You
autism
don't
and
gotta
receive
call me
the
Corrupted Gaming. I
diagnosis 3 to
appreciate
4
it though.
times more frequently.
Love all of you.
Current estimates are
Oh
that
my
in
god.
the United States alone,
Some
1 out
good
of
ass
7
candy.
boys is diagnosed
Seriously,
with
though.
autism. As
So,
for social symptoms,
that fucking Marge Simpson
from the start, typically
Playboy poster.
developing
For those of you who don't know,
infants
Chris
are
actually
white,
hates the sight of
gays
male
and
nipples.
people,
They
learn
repulse
to
him.
voice voices,
He
laugh
believes
and
that
sing,
all
and
men
he
should
is
wear a
blind.
muscle bra because he's repulsed by nipples. Now that's
most
actually
people-
bullshit.
most children with
See,
autism
Chris wants
seem
all
have
men to wear
tremendous
muscle bras
difficulty learning to engage
because he
with
feels
the
bad
give
that
and
he
take
has to
of
wear a
everyday
muscle bra.
human interaction.
So what he's doing here
Even
is
in the
telling
first year
men
of life,
that they shouldn't be
men do not
topless and that they should wear
interact
muscle
and avoid
bras.
eye
This is an 8 minutes and 48-second video of Chris telling men to wear muscle bras and the advantages of them wearing muscle
They may
bras.
seem indifferent to other people and prefer being alone. They may
My
resist
goodness.
attention or passively accept hugs and cuddling. Children with autism also are slower in learning to interpret what others are
Guys,
thinking
come on.
and
Why are you
feeling.
not wearing your muscle
Subtle
bras?
social cues, such as a smile,
Honestly,
a
it's
wave,
2016. It's
or a
current
grimace
year.
may have
It's
little
current
meaning to a
year.
child with autism.
Wear your muscle bras.
To a child who misses these cues, such things as "come here" may always mean the same thing.
Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. This is not an 8 minute and 48-second video of Chris talking about that. He's talking about autism for Autism Awareness Month, though he does take time out of his video to talk about his muscle bra. Wow, I really am out of it today. I have not eaten enough food today. I really need to make some ramen. I'm all out of it. I don't know my Christian knowledge from my Christian knowledge. Honestly, though.
People with autism have difficulty
Did you watch
seeing things from
Mob
other people's
Psycho 100 and Danganronpa?
Most 5-year-olds understand that
No,
other people
I haven't watched
have
either.
different thoughts, feelings, and goals when
Well,
they
I've
have.
watched Danganronpa, like,
A child with
not all of
autism may
it,
lack
though.
Such understanding. This
if you're
inability
wondering
to
what I've watched for my anime, I have a
understand
bot
other
that can tell you.
people's
Honestly, that guys, this bot is super convenient. Please
predict or
use it.
understand people's actions.
My bot is so
Although
useful.
not universal,
It'll tell you all the
it is common
animes
for
and
people
shows I've
with
watched.
autism to have
Mostly just
difficulty
animes.
regulating their emotions.
So
This can take the form of immature behavior such as crying in class.
there's my
or
my
overt
list.
outbursts that may seem inappropriate to those around them.
Free the nipple. Yeah, Chris was in support of Free the Nipple, which is really funny to hear him say Free the Nipple.
Relationships even more difficult. They have a tendency to lose control, particularly.
Why wouldn't you
when
just
they're
wear a
in
shirt slash
overwhelming
undershirt that hides your
environments,
nipple?
or when angry
See,
and
here's the thing
frustrated.
about Chris. He believes that men...
Communication.
Ramen equals food. Dude, ramen can be food. It depends on what you put in it. Ramen is like a base. You gotta put stuff in it. You know what's good? If you guys have chicken ramen, it works better with chicken because it turns it into beef ramen. But if you have beef ramen, it works too. Put paprika and chili powder into your ramen and adobo. Yeah, adobo. Stefan's got it. Stasco, he's got it. Adobo in your ramen is good shit. I prefer putting paprika and chili powder, but some ramen in there, just a little blast of spice. Spice of adobo is good. Adobo is mad salty. It's basically salt. So you gotta be careful with putting too much, but it's good.
As late as age 5 to 9. Some children may learn to use communication systems such as pictures to sign language or closed captioning for the hearing impaired.
It's really funny because Chris just doesn't seem to spice, because Chris doesn't seem to understand a lot of the things he's talking about that could help autistic children were never things that happened to him.
Echolalia. Although many children with autism go through a stage
Chris is just talking
where
about
they
autism
repeat
awareness.
What they hear, it normally passes by the time they are age 3.
Don't all nipples look the same regardless of
Another common
gender?
difficulty is the
Sorta.
inability to understand body language,
Kinda.
tone of voice, or
Not
phrases
really,
of
but I
speech.
mean sorta,
For
kinda.
example, someone with autism
Why is
might
Boku no
interpret
Pico on your
sarcastic,
weeb list? Tell me your
sarcastic
secrets, Tony.
expressions such as,
I've watched Boku no
"Oh,
Pico. I've watched all of
that's
it
just
before.
great."
I get it, like
This
it's this
meaning
big joke
is
anime, like it's, well, joke
While it can be
hentai really.
challenging for
Oh,
others
send it to your
understand
friends,
what
freak them
children
out.
with
It's like
autism
Lemon
are
Party,
able to say,
that old
their body
website
language
people would
may
send
also
people
be
to.
difficult to
I've actually
understand.
watched Boku no
Facial
Pico, and it's
expressions,
just as bad as
movements,
everybody
and
fucking
gestures
says.
may not match what they are
It's
saying.
just as bad as
Also,
everybody
their
says.
tone of voice may fail to reflect
It's
their
not good.
feelings.
Like, when you look past the fact that it's just straight up little boy porn, like when you look past that and actually look at the attempt at a story they've tried to put in this disgusting underage porno, it's fucking disgusting and horrible.
Kids speak.
Photokano is a good show, Tony. Wow, Dash, under the guise of not being on Dash's actual account, maybe you should realize that I put Photokano on there because I may or may not have watched it, but you'll never know. Straight up though, Boku no Pico is as bad as everybody says, like don't do it. Don't do it. Like, don't even think, oh, I'll be funny, I'll be edgy and try and watch it. It's fucking bad. It's just bad, okay?
As they grow up, they can become increasingly aware of their difficulties in understanding others and being understood. Repetitive behaviors. Although children
Chris
with
is
autism
literally just
appear
reading off of the
all
Wikipedia
repetitive
page for
motions
autism
make them
awareness.
apart from other children.
So, like,
These
I don't feel
behaviors
bad
might
talking
be
over him.
extreme and highly apparent or more subtle.
I've met people who enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, I could see how people would enjoy Boku no Pico, but at the same time, like, you know, maybe don't.
As children, individuals with autism might spend hours lining up their cars and trains in a certain
Can we have a Boku no Pico crossover with Jojo? Can you...
If someone moves
No,
with the toy,
stop.
the children may be
Why must you ruin what I love?
Many children with autism
Don't ruin
need
Jojo for me,
absolute
please.
consistency in their environment. As
Your
much
your
as
problem,
children
Tony, is that you tried to
exercise,
analyze a
play,
porno.
sing, take a bath,
Dude, there's tons of
enjoy the
pornos
sport,
with great
exercise,
stories.
provide
And not
sex,
really pornos, like
can be
hentai. You can get some good-ass
unless the
stories
child
out of
has
there,
made
you
a
know? That
parent
just so happens to have
the
fucking in
change
it.
is okay and acceptable.
You know?
Repetitive behavior sometimes
There's
makes them
fucking
harm
in Game of
rather
Thrones,
than
and that's not a porno, but it's got tons of fucking in it.
These strong interests may be unusual because
This is a great show.
or because of the intensity of the interest.
But no, Boku no Pico is just bad. It's not even funny.
It's very
It's
intensive,
bad.
comprehensive undertaking that involves the child's entire family and a team of professionals. Some programs may take place in the child's home with professionals and trained therapists, and may include parental training for the child under supervision of a professional. Some
Is that a
programs are
baseball?
delivered in a specialized center, classrooms, or preschool. But as for me though, I
Who's
highly
at the
recommend
door?
mainstreaming.
It's
Let them go
everyone.
through normal life. I mean,
It's
yeah,
Chris
give them
come to
special
kill me,
treatment
I
while
hope.
they're young, but when you get them in elementary,
We are gonna have to
get
end the
them
stream a little early tonight.
elementary or
Probably
middle
around
school,
45
or
minutes.
high school, mainstream is the way to go. Make sure
Normally
you
I'd
find
go for an
yourself
hour and a
good
half,
social
but we are
teacher
gonna have to
teaching
end
how to
at
help.
45 minutes
And as you may have noticed, I am
and then do fan art
standing
on the
here
next one.
today,
I'm not quite sure.
topless, as you might say.
Here's Chris
I do
talking
this
about the
defense
muscle bra
and in
thing.
protest because every time I see a male individual who goes around, runs around, or exercises shirtless, it is very offensive to me, and I do not appreciate that. And I'm sure there is is offensive to a lot of other people as well.
Tony, are
And
you
if I
anime
could,
only?
I would say that I
You
would
mean
make
like, is
a
that the
law
only thing I
that
watch?
would
Because no,
require
I
all
watch a
male
lot of things.
individuals to wear a
I'm very
sports bra
varied in the things that I
while
watch.
they are out exercising or working if they insist on being shirtless. Come on, dudes, get with the program. Nobody wants to see these nips, and things are better left to mystery. I'll leave you all with that.
Look at the difference in his skin. Look at how pasty and sickly it looks. Look how sick he looks.
And you have
It's
yourselves a
bad.
pleasant, safe day. Hey, yo, Joe, you got nothing going on for you, because you know what?
God, nips like dinner plates.
Your Wi-Fi antenna. It gone.
I want you to keep in mind that this shirt is a Pokemon League Books A Million shirt, which is something I think someone said he probably got it around 2001, which means Chris held on to this shirt way past when he should have been wearing it.
You ain't getting my PS3 anymore.
Very funny.
You bunch of
Is Chris a
dumbasses.
Five Nights at Freddy's fan? No, because
And
Five
yeah,
Nights at
Chris
Freddy's is a
could have been
PC thing,
selling
and
my
Chris doesn't
bread.
play PC.
But you know what? I'm no different from y'all. Because I like to
2D girls will never boot.
ride.
Because Chris literally cut out tires from printer paper and then taped it to his PlayStation controller and then said he pimped his ride. This was his attempt at being cool. I want you to be aware of that.
I'm out. Peace. This is Christian Weston Chandler, alias Christopher Weston Chandler, pre-1990 something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I send this message.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I totally understand
all
holding on to old shirts and old shirts that are, like, meaningful. Like, holding on to them makes sense, but, like, wearing them, not really. Especially when they don't fit like that one.
During the 1990s. Because...
Tony, would you stream this guy? He's the new Christian. I don't... My channel is not dedicated to lolcows. That's not what I do. I play video games here. Chris is a very special exception. If you guys are ever wondering, Tony, will you show this lolcow? Will you show this guy? He's the new Christian. The answer is no. Every time the answer is no. Chris is a very special exception to my streaming. My videos and my streaming are first and foremost gaming related. I play video games, that's what I do. But
so we were forced to move back here.
To be honest, I
You people of Green County.
I don't do lolcow stuff.
Left me and my family alone. You had to go and pay off the realtors just so this house here could not have been sold.
Christian only channel. Tony could never change.
Because if it had been sold, we would have been able to stay in Chesterfield County. And I would have had a happier life over there than right now than how I'm feeling.
Yeah, in this particular video,
to
Chris is whining about the school board. He thinks that the school board in his area didn't allow him to move back home. Chris said he had more friends when he was in a particular school, when in actuality he had none. Also, I don't know why it's dark. I have no idea.
You individuals would know who you are. I wish my family and I did not have to move back here. I wish we could have stayed in Chesterfield County, because I had the better life.
Do you feel bad for Chris's new cat? I do, because Chris doesn't have enough money to afford living in his house. I feel bad for that cat, because there's no way they have enough money to feed it, so it's probably going to get a very poor diet.
You had to force my family to move back here. Well, I was
Chris crying?
I have a couple of friends.
I'd never believed that Chris has ever cried on camera and have it been legitimate. I think he's always just had it faked, you know.
It's no good if I don't have my friends to share it with. It all just went downhill. I bet even Green County had something to do.
This video would be perfect to just dub over it and have something like be edgy and anonymous related, you know?
Recourse.
We are anonymous, we don't really forget, but I mean sometimes we do.
Anything like that. To make him pretend to have a reason to kick me out, quote unquote, scaring his customers away. You goddamn greedy Snyder. I was at the John Paul Jones Arena earlier tonight.
This is a very good story that he tells here. Very important.
I had won 4 tickets the previous Friday of the last week.
Would you do a reading and commentary on Jojo? I would love to do a reading and commentary on Jojo.
The few friends I have here.
I'm not sure what kind of reading and commentary on Jojo I would do, but I would love to do something Jojo related.
And a congregation to go with me. Because I misplaced directory for one reason.
Nothing personnel.
And even with the help of a pastoral counselor to get in contact with them, they did not call me back.
Let's read Jojo with Tony. I'd totally do it. You sound sad, Tony. Am I sad? No, not particularly sad today. Just a little sickly, I suppose. I don't feel particularly well today. I also feel a little bad because I am streaming with my roommate, and I feel like I'm being a disturbance.
Good. I was
So I
trying to
feel
be
a little
good
bad.
friend, you know.
I can't wait until I'm not here. I can really up the amount of videos I'm doing when I'm not here at college, which is really nice.
If I had stayed Chesapeake County,
I'll be able to make tons of videos. I won't have to worry about anybody interrupting my streams unless it's like, you know, a family member who really needs something. Really not a big deal. I can pump out tons of videos for you guys, and I'll be super happy. It'll be great.
Just drag me downhill. So I'll tell you what, Green County.
I would love to do something JoJo related. I thought it would be funny to read the Duang scans on stream, but to be quite honest with you guys, I'm gonna spoil something for you. The Duang scans are not very funny. Just watch the video that Joel from Vinesauce did on them, because that's really all the funny parts. The Duang scans are amusing, but they're really not they're not funny to read all the way through. They're honestly a chore. So I might just read regular JoJo. If that's a thing you guys would want to do on stream, I don't know, stream one of the JoJo video games. I could totally do it. Not the Duang scan. Yeah, it's not very funny, you know? Duang is funny. Like, it's funny, but like, it's also not, because it's a chore to read all of it, you know? Like, it's just good to read the funny parts that people post on.
Laugh all you want, trolls.
I should stream the shitty RPG JoJo game. I really want to stream some more, like, emulated games, because I did Sonic Heroes and I really had a fun time streaming that.
Condescending, soulless monsters. You don't care about others. You only care about yourselves. You only care about getting your own laughs and kicks because you don't have your own social life. You threatened me from trying to seek one of my own by scaring me on the internet and whatnot. And Clank High Cash, you can all go to hell.
Oh boy.
And all the people that were on the Green County School Board during the 1990s and that forced us to have to move back here, sit and spit.
You should stream the Part 5 game on the PS2. I'm not sure. I have to get through Sonic Heroes first.
And Michael Snyder,
would you stream Earthbound? You know, it's not that I don't like Earthbound. I think it's a good game, but it's really not for me, you know? Like, I know it's good. Like, I like it. I think it's a good game, but, like, I also don't like it because it's not really for me, you know? It's weird. It's certainly a good game. I cannot stress enough to you how I think people should play Earthbound. I think it's good, but it's just not my kind of game, you know? Alright, so that video was just Chris complaining about everything in his life up to that point. I know I kind of talked over a lot of it, so I'll straight up summarize it. Seriously though. Chris was just complaining about everything in his life. The only main important thing to take away from that video is that Chris actually believes. For those of you who don't know, Chris had some troubles with one of the school boards from an area that he was in. So his parents moved him somewhere else so that he could, like, not deal with them anymore and his parents could be fine. Essentially what that meant is that Chris thinks that as soon as he moved, his life went all shitty because he didn't have any friends or whatever. He never really had friends to begin with. People have always been friends with Chris because his dad has always asked them to. Which is really, really sad when you look at it that way. Chris actually believes that he couldn't move back to where he originally lived because the school board bought the property and, like, raised the property values so that his family couldn't afford to move back. It's really dumb. I'd love a Dark Souls 1 playthrough. Sorry, like, that was the end of my thought. I didn't really, like, bring an end to that, but I would love a Dark Souls 1 playthrough. I really love the Dark Souls series. If you guys would like me to stream Dark Souls, I would totally be up for it. I have so many cool plans for things to stream. I really want to stream a JoJo game. I gotta finish Sonic Heroes. I gotta finish up the last of Fallout 4. I just have so much stuff. I can't wait for the coming days to really do some fun stuff. It's gonna be a great time, guys. So I'm sorry that we gotta end the stream a little early, but because of the internet not really working, I had to push back the stream. So my roommate's here, and it is in fact time for him to study and sleep and shit like that. So I can't be streaming Christian. I really apologize to you guys. So we're gonna have to end the stream here. We will do fan art on the next one. I know I said I'd do it for this one, but unforeseen circumstances. So I hope you guys had a good time, and thank you all. I will see you on the next stream. Good night.